let's take a look at an OSHA fact sheet about OSHA inspections. I'm going to scroll down here to on-site inspections. Now there are basically four major stages to an OSHA inspection. They are the presenting of credentials, the opening conference, the walk around, and then the closing conference. On this fact sheet, you'll notice that they have one here under on-site inspections called preparation. But since I'm only talking about the four major stages, I'm going to start here with the presentation of credentials. There is a word that we want to look at. It's called the CSHO, which is the Compliance, Safety, and Health Officer, the CSHO. When arriving at the workplace, the CSHO will find out who is in charge and will present his or her credentials. An employer can also require OSHA to get a warrant before an inspection is made. The second major stage of an OSHA inspection is the opening conference. Now during the opening conference, the CSHO will find out if the workers are represented, and if so, make sure that the worker representatives participates in all phases of the inspection. If the employer or the worker representative objects to a joint conference, separate conferences can be held. And we're going to scroll down here to the next page. Next, or the third major stage, is the walk around. After the opening conference, the compliance safety officer, along with the employer and the worker representative or representatives, they're going to proceed to start walking through the workplace. They're going to be inspecting and looking for work areas for potentially hazardous working conditions. Apparent violations will be brought to the attention of the employer, and they will also be documented. The compliance officer may interview workers. He may also take photographs or videos. He may monitor the worker exposure to noise or air contaminants. And then the compliance officer will conduct all worker interviews in private, although workers may request that a union representative be present. Then the closing conference. After walking through the facility, the compliance safety officer will hold a closing conference with the employer and the worker representatives. And he can do this either with everyone together, or he may do it separately. When the employer does not want to have a joint conference, the compliance safety officer of the CSHO will normally hold a conference with the worker representative first, so that worker input is received before employers are informed of proposed citations. During the closing conference, the apparent violations that have been observed on the walk around and the estimated times for correction will be discussed. Employers are informed of their rights and responsibilities related to the inspection.